A woman walks into her doctor's office exhausted. She says she can't sleep anymore. She says her anxiety came out of nowhere. Her hair is thinning. Her body feels different. She feels like she's disappearing inside her own life. And the doctor says, "Your labs look normal." So she goes home thinking, maybe it's stress, maybe it's aging, maybe this is just what happens now. But what if the real problem is that nobody ever explained hormones properly to women in the first place? Because right now, there are millions of women waking up every day feeling unlike themselves. And many of them are hearing one word over and over again: HRT, hormone replacement therapy. Some people say it changed their life. Others say it's dangerous. Some women swear it gave them their energy back. Others are terrified to even ask about it. So who's right? And why does this topic feel so confusing, even though it affects half the population? Today, we're going to talk about what HRT actually is, why so many women suddenly start looking into it after 35 or 40, and the part nobody talks about enough: why women were scared away from hormones for years. But before we explain HRT, I need you to understand something important. A lot of women don't even realize their hormones are changing, because hormonal changes don't always begin dramatically. Sometimes it starts quietly. You wake up at 3 a.m. Suddenly, you become more anxious. You forget words mid-sentence. Your patience changes. Your body responds differently to food. Your workouts stop working. And the strangest part, you still look like yourself on the outside, so everyone assumes you're fine. But internally, something feels off. That's why this conversation matters so much, because many women spend years blaming themselves for symptoms that may actually be hormonal. So let's simplify this. HRT stands for Hormone Replacement Therapy, and the idea is exactly what it sounds like. As women age, hormone levels naturally change, especially estrogen and progesterone. These hormones affect far more than periods. They influence sleep, mood, brain function, skin, metabolism, bones, hair, energy. So when hormone levels begin dropping or fluctuating, some women experience symptoms that seriously affect daily life. HRT is a medical treatment designed to help replace some of those hormones. That's it. Not magic, not a miracle cure, and not automatically dangerous either. It's simply a treatment option some women choose with their doctor. Now, here's where things get complicated. For years, women were told to fear HRT, and that fear came largely from a study released decades ago that created massive panic around hormone therapy. Suddenly, headlines were everywhere. Women stopped treatment overnight. Doctors became hesitant, and the message became hormones are risky. But later, researchers started reevaluating that data, and many experts argued the original conversation was more complicated than people realized. Different ages, different health histories, different hormone types, different timing. Yet for years, many women only heard one thing: stay away from hormones. And because of that, an entire generation of women entered menopause terrified and confused. But now something is changing. Women are talking openly about hormonal health for the first time. Celebrities are talking about perimenopause. Doctors are revisiting research. Podcasts are discussing estrogen, cortisol, sleep, and brain fog constantly. And women are realizing maybe they weren't lazy. Maybe they weren't too emotional. Maybe they weren't just aging badly. Maybe hormones were playing a role all along. That's why HRT conversations exploded online. Because women are searching for answers, not perfection, not anti-aging fantasies, answers. Now, this part is important. HRT is not for everyone, and it's not something people should blindly start because social media said so. Every woman's body is different. Health history matters, risk factors matter, symptoms matter, and this is where the internet becomes dangerous. Because online, everything gets simplified into extremes. HRT fixes everything, or HRT ruins your health. Real life is usually somewhere in the middle. The smartest approach is education. Understanding your body, learning your options, and having informed conversations with qualified medical professionals. Because the real goal is not blindly taking hormones. The goal is helping women feel informed instead of afraid. At the end of the day, most women aren't asking for perfection. They just want to feel normal again. They want to sleep through the night, think clearly again, recognize themselves again, feel strong in their own body again. And honestly, that shouldn't be controversial. For decades, women's hormonal struggles were minimized, joked about, dismissed, ignored. But now women are learning something powerful. Their symptoms were never all in their head. Their exhaustion was real. Their anxiety was real. Their brain fog was real. And finally, the conversation is starting to change, not because women suddenly became weaker, but because women finally started speaking up and asking better questions, questions they should have been encouraged to ask years ago. If you want more honest, science-backed conversations about hormones, sleep, hair, and women's health after 35, subscribe and join our community of women learning how to understand their bodies instead of blaming themselves.